All right, we got audio now. I had a Windows update today and a OBS update, so let me see, get back to the show. Perfect. All right, there I am. Welcome, Frostbite, Joseph Cooper, Dan, Silver Spurs. But yeah, hopefully my voice lasts. This is a test. I've got throat lozenges in liquid, so besides that, I'm all pretty well done. Pretty well recovered, but my voice, and I'm still congested. He said it'll take weeks for that to go away, though. But here we go. Draw a chip out. Chip number 3. And I'll go ahead and open this roll, and we will get it going. How's the sunburn, Frostbite? And are you back to work, or are you still out at the beach? I need a beach day myself, but it's probably going to be a little while. All right, let's get this roll started with coin number 1. And that goes to Stan. DC, welcome. Got Ants, the Coin Vault, and one other package. Who else went out today? Oh, Jackalope. You have packages on the way. I'm working on Rogers and Shinbone's reshipment of his coins. Then I will hopefully be done with these so I can start shipping these out. Oh yeah, that burn looked pretty rough. You think after all these years we'd learn. But nope, still do it. Still go out in the sun. Even you put sunscreen on it. They're like, this sun can't get in for hours, and then you do something silly. And lo and behold, you have a sunburn. A little later die state. Coin number 3, and the winner of the giveaway is Brad. Congratulations, Brad. So far, no die varieties in the roll. Let's see if I can get this. There we go. Tomorrow I'll be doing another 61D roll. I haven't pulled it out of the box yet, so it's just going to be a random roll. 3 FedRap 2009. Nice. Oh, heck, not too bad at all. Let me write a note here for the giveaway. E444 for Brad. I got almost all the reveals, I think, scheduled how I'm going to do them. If by chance my voice lasts, I might do 2 of them on one day, so I get another day off to start working on coins. I have been updating the website. That's something I don't need my voice for. The throat lozenges definitely help. AZ Coins, good morning. I've got to do it. I'll get quiet if it goes away. Yep, I have got to got to start working the voice in. I know that it feels better today than it did Monday. Coin number 6, James Valley. Are you broadcasting this weekend, Frostbite? Still not sure what my thoughts are about the crowns in chat. I guess it's all right. I mean, it doesn't do anything that's harmful, I don't see. The roll I probably grab will probably be a Fed Wrap roll, Fed Reserve. I've got to get under the coin vault and pull a box out. Coin number 8 for Sissy. It is nice to get back to work. I think I've seen this before. Let me look at it with the loop. Let me double check that. Yeah, let me see. I think this one is listed. I remember. Let me get my cheat sheet up. All right, that. There it is. 1mm101. See if we got a marker here. That is not there. This one will be there, though. That was just a little die dot. I bet that's there. It is. That's there. That is there. That is there. And that looks to be there. So we got 1mm101. Let me make a note here. And we're off. Next coin for Carl. Have sunny and 89 degrees here in Southwest Florida. Perfect weather for me. That's kind of what I like. And we're on to the last coin that I will be looking at the reverse. All right, there's something. This one's going to be one of the tough ones to find probably, but we got another RPM. $85 in chat. Yeah, we're supposed to have thunderstorms in 4 or 5 hours. I hope it waits 5 hours because my exterminator came today and sprayed for ants outside. So let me look down these listings. below the date. That isolates it from most of the listings. Let's take a look at that one. Not many markers on the obverse for that. It's not that. Too far to the east. So far, I see nothing. Maybe. Nope, not that one. Let's try this one. Nope. Let's see if we've got a die crack. We do. That die crack is not there yet. Let me get down the light. All right, this is 1mm 118, or no, 1mm 85. I might get pictures taken. I've got to double check it with everything we have listed. 1mm 085. Boy, I'm glad my brain got back to normal. The first couple days I come back to work, I was looking at these RPMs and literally would break a sweat and couldn't do it. Ants are everywhere. Yeah, they never go away here. We got those damn fire ants, and the stuff they spray, it doesn't kill them. It just kind of moves them to your neighbor's house until your neighbor sprays. And then they deal with them for a couple months, and then when they spray, it goes somewhere. They go somewhere else, whether they come back to your house or whatever. Coin number 12, Paul Hampton. Hope Paul is doing good. I haven't heard from him in a couple weeks. Did send me an email when he had heard that I had the plague. Crack the light up a little bit. Coin 13, Sireg. That should be an RPM. It is. It's got the die break. It is a different one. That's what I thought. Let me double check for that. That is on this one. So let me double check for that. Oh, it is there. All right, there's the die crack. And then we should have the die nick there. So 1mm85 again for Sireg. Eric Maith, welcome to the show. Give me 1 second here. I've got to open up another throat lozenge before I start coughing. Coin 14 for Frostbite. How have you been, Eric Maith? I've got stuff to ship to you, I think, pretty soon. So I'm going to need a good address for you. Coin 16, Mickey. Mickey is another one I haven't talked to recently. Yeah, wasn't fun. It was my first bout with it since it came out. Wasted about 3 weeks of my life in bed. I even tried the stuff to makes you get rid of COVID fast, and while it got rid of a couple of things fast, it didn't get rid of most of it. It was a waste of $250 since it's not free anymore. Hey, if you didn't have insurance, that Paxlovid's $1,500 if you don't have insurance. Yeah, well, it was Memorial Day when I got it, and they were like, pharmacist called right up and says, "Yeah, we're not going to fill this unless you say to fill it." She says, "Do you have insurance?" And I told her all that information. She says, "Oh, it's $206 within your insurance." And I said, "Well, I might as well." And she says, "Well, then you get anything that's in the same class, like level tier 3 or something like that, for free from now on." So I tried it. Man, did it give me a nasty taste in the mouth and made me feel like just crap. But it did make some of the COVID symptoms subside. Oh, I was just in bad shape. I was so congested. My wife got it. She's just getting over it right now. She's still got the remnants of it. And she does all that homeopathic stuff, and there was nothing that did anything. We were taking selenium. The doctor told us about that and stuff like that. And I think it could have been worse, but it definitely could have been better. I think the worst part of it was it lasted almost 3 weeks. And I basically could do nothing. Watch TV and make sure the animals were fed was basically what I got to do. I'm not so sure about that, but here's my belief on that, Joe. You hear all these people say, "My doctor said to do this and this and this." If you don't trust what your doctor says, you need a different doctor for sure. Because there are doctors out there that I've had that I don't like. I wouldn't go back to them. That's the first thing I do is don't go back. mean, not just doctors, pretty much everything in this society. There's not a lot of people out there that are actually helping because they want to help. It's usually helping because they got money involved in it. This should be 185. There's the die crack. There's the little die chip. So we got another one MM85, third of the roll. Now that's all right. Like my neighbor, she always says, my doctor wants me to do this and this and this. And I always tell her, if you don't want to do it, don't do it. Just get a different doctor. And I don't think, telling you to lose weight isn't something that I think she's telling you because she wants to hurt your feelings. I think she's telling you because you need to lose weight. I did not get a notification today on this one, Eric, and I don't know why. I will go back afterwards and make sure that it has that enabled, if that is something that has to be enabled. But it didn't push through here at 1 o'clock. I should have got a push. Oh, dude. That's a rough one there. I can remember pulling my tooth out when I was a kid, but it was like really loose. Pulling a whole tooth out, that's hardcore, man. There's another 1mm85, so that is... I actually did it with a string on a doorknob, and it worked. Heck, the only tooth I had pulled, I could not see myself doing that. Another 1mm85. Look for just there's the remnants of the die crack on the shoulder right here. That's what I'm seeing. Coin 29. Coins and ghouls. It looks like I might be able to get to go to the fun show, which is good. I was questioning whether I was going to be able to do it or not, with all that's happened with the dogs and everything. Oh, that was mine. I don't think it was a wisdom tooth. It was the one in front of the wisdom tooth. And it was half broken, and he had to dig it out. And man, I couldn't have imagined pulling that out. And he was scraping and pulling with force. It was like all sorts. It was terrible. Should be an 85 again, and it is. Double check. There's the crack. So wow, we're getting quite a few of these now. Very cool. Coin 32. Stan. I really need to find a good dentist down here. I haven't been to the dentist in a while here. And there's another one for Stan. So now we're cooking with gas. I think we're up to 8 or 9. I'll go through a recap at the end. Next coin for Mark. This die pair has been prominent within the roll. Coin 34. Brad. Yeah, I've noticed that people that I've known that went to the dentist down here, it seems like everybody goes and all of a sudden they want, $15,000. It's like, holy smokes, I went to the dentist all the time. It was always like $100 here, $500 there, but man, it seems like they want to put brand new teeth in everybody down here. Well, that's no good, Eric. Get that baby set up. Have you got a place to live yet? Or a permanent place to live? I know you had a place to live. Yeah, definitely should be getting that coin scope out. I haven't searched. This is the first roll of coins. Is this one of the RPMs? No. Had the die crack there. That's what made me double check. I haven't searched any coins yet either. This is the first roll, except for stuff I've been taking photographs of and editing on the website. Eric emailed. Oh, that Eric. All right. If you emailed me, I won't get it for... Well, what time is it? All right, me. I won't get it for another half hour. My email, for some reason, if you emailed Eric at coppercoins.com, there's a setting in the email program I use that only checks that server on the top of the hour. All right. You still looking to go to North Carolina? All right, 39, Taco John. There you go. Dirty Water, welcome. Oh, I hate work. Well, I'm working. Kind of like my job, actually. And I'm making it through, so I'm not... I had concerns that I wasn't going to make it without having a huge coughing fit. So far, with the throat lozenges, it hasn't been bad. So I'm looking forward to tomorrow now. Try to get me back in my mojo. I definitely sound stronger than I did Monday. And I feel, like I said, I feel great. The only thing that I got is I got congestion. It's like, how can my body make that much mucus in my voice? That's the only thing. Besides that, I'm totally back to normal. And my wife basically is the same. I'm just hacking up stuff all day long, and boy, and I like to talk. I pretty much didn't talk for 2 weeks, and I can tell you that was like mental torture for me. Yeah, that's what everybody said. Like I said, this is my first rodeo with it. I never got fortunate enough to have it early on. And I know when I went to the doctor here, I said, well, I was vaccinated. He says, vaccinations only last 6 months, 5 months. I says, well, what's the point? He says, now you got to pay for those too with some insurance. They're not free anymore. He says, well, you don't have to worry about it for 4 to 6 months anyway, so you're still good. I said, okay. It's good to be back, Dirty Water. Thank you for your encouraging words, too. It meant a lot. Coin 46, Frostbite. that was me. Oh, there we go. There is a 1mm 101. Our second copy of that. Frostbite's got one of each. Yeah, when I went to the doctor, I says, man, I don't know what's going on this year. I says, I got sick in January. And I got sick now. And he goes, before that, it was 2018. I mean, since I was sick enough to go to the doctor. I've had like little colds and bouts with stuff. Most of the stuff I had was because I got vaccinated. Like when I got my shingles vaccine, that made me sick for a few days. Just stuff like that. But I know that he said January. I had thought I might have had COVID then. And he says, no, we've got test results for you. You did not have COVID. Like, okay. Oh, and I didn't have the flu. So I had something besides those two. And that was kind of gnarly. There is another 1mm 101. So now we're on that one for the end of the roll. That's for IT. And our final coin of the roll, and I'll do a recap after this, is for Mickey. Mickey gets a 1mm 85. Yep, there's that. There is the remnant of the die crack. Oh, shingles. My wife got shingles, and that's what, you know, when I says, man, that's terrible, this vaccine, there's the little die chip. And the doctor and my wife both spoke up and said, it is nothing compared to shingles. My wife's got permanent nerve damage from shingles. So 1mm 85, we have for Sloppy Stack, Searig, Sloppy Stack, Searig, Frostbite, Mickey, Stan, and Mickey. And that's coins 10, 13, 24, 27, 28, 31, 32, and 50. And then for 1mm 101, we have Sissy, Frostbite, and IT. And that is coins 8, 46, and 49. So that is the roll. Got some good stuff in this roll. I will see everybody tomorrow for a 61D. Not sure what the source is. Probably Fed Reserve of Cleveland, Minneapolis, or Kansas City, because I got a whole box of those. So I will, so James, strep throat. That's what I thought I had, Blaine, was strep throat. My throat was so sore. And then I ended up getting a bacterial infection after the COVID. And that's what he said. I think that rhinovirus was what he said in January. He says, but he couldn't be sure because they didn't test for it. But he thought that I had what was called RSV, which is a type of rhinovirus. So, yeah, hope to see you soon, Eric. I'll be back tomorrow, same time, same bat channel. And it was great doing this again. I really missed you guys. So we will see you all tomorrow, hopefully, and I will talk to you all later.